Join the team.
Hey team, just a quick video here, real fast, with everything that's going on across the world. It's kind of slowed content delivery down here a little bit for me, but there's a really cool Kickstarter. It is actually over now, but they are still doing late pledges if you want to go check it out. I actually think this is some pretty cool stuff, and I'm really wish I would have been able to get this out before the Kickstarter actually ended, but it's from BattleFX Fantasy, Deadly Print Studio, and it's essentially a bunch of little cool add-ons for your RPG gaming, and they've got an assortment of things here. They've got this really cool, like, what they call a spell base, where you're able to take this little base, and you can set your character on the base there, and then move it around. You can put different spell effects, like, oh, I'm carrying a key, and they kind of pin in and out of there, or I've got a shield defense, or maybe your character's sitting here and you're grappled, or you're held for some reason, so you can indicate that. They've got these chests, which are really cool, and they got different types of things that show, like, well, you're kind of opening a chest and a bunch of acid gas or whatever is coming out of there. And what makes these really cool is here in the bottom, they've got a little unit here that you can strap in. It's got a little LED light, and then when you put that LED light in there, it'll kind of shine through and make this material here kind of glow green. So that's a pretty cool concept. One of my favorite things is this kind of stuff right here, where you've got a guy and the arms are actually magnetic. So I can switch these out and say, okay, I want my fire blast, or I don't want this flaming sword. So I can kind of take that off, and then I can just magnetize this here and say, oh, now I want him to be holding his staff. So I thought that was really cool, creating sculpts and minis like that have those just magnetized different hands, and there's a lot of different options of things that you can do there with something like that. Here's another example with using the magnets. This is kind of an axe, a guillotine type trap, so it's magnetized, and that trap can execute and come down. Or maybe you're doing something where you have to get this item, and there's lots of different ways that you can actually use this stuff. Here's an example of like maybe a fireball blast from a wizard, or something that could be a spell effect that's coming up out of it. And they all have these pegs on them, which would then peg into different types of bases. Here's some status condition rings. So these can be different statuses, like fire or barbs or acid or poison or anything, and you would just take those and kind of put them, you can ring them over your character, and these will work for any standard D&D size characters as well. I got a small little D&D character here, and you can see that, and this is a smaller one, and again, these are all prototypes that I have here, but it fits there and it moves around, or you can set him there and show that he's carrying the key and he's got the extra defense. So that's pretty awesome. And then here's kind of some examples of some firewalls, or really anything that you want it to be, but these are supposed to be little firewalls that a wizard could put up, or various different characters. So that's what we got, team. This is from BattleFX Fantasy, Deadly Print Studios. Go check that out on Kickstarter. Again, the Kickstarter has just wrapped up, but they are still taking late pledges. And if it's something that you'd be interested in, I do think these things are pretty cool, and will add quite a bit of flair to your RPG gaming. All right, team. See ya.